Hello everybody, I'm Trevor Bales with Bales Hay Farm and Ranch. Today is day 2 of working on the feedlot pens. I am currently walking with paint, checking all the poles, and if they are broken at the bottom, I paint them. They come through with the jackhammer. Oh, that shake, that just shook. It's okay. If the pipe is broke at the bottom and rusted out, I paint it with paint. They come in with the jackhammer out the concrete, and drill a hole with the post hole digger or auger, and we put a new pipe in. See, I already found a broken one. Good thing I painted it too. They already came in and did all these ones, but they missed that one. Good thing I'm here, keeping this place running smoothly. While I've got this auger here, I'm gonna take advantage of it. I've had this gate that swings, but doesn't close the gap. So we're gonna drill a hole right here, set a post, and put a gate on it. That helps us a lot when we're moving cows around. This keeps them from running willy-nilly wherever they want. And I see a faucet dripping. Dang. New post coming soon. Whoa. Awesome, let's go look at this leaky faucet. Really? I just installed this. It was like a year ago. So not just, but it shouldn't be leaking already after 1 year. Awesome, we have a chop saw station set up for cutting pipe the right length. Moving along. So we left the trailer with the pipe on it, extension cord, chop saw. They go out, measure the pipe they need, come back, cut it, walk out there, boom, weld it up to the existing fence. But then I lost that tape measure earlier, we found it. Then later today or tomorrow morning, we'll go through and dump cement in the holes where there is no fence line that we can weld onto, and we'll set the pipe. So 2 different things. 1, welding pipe on existing fence line like this, where it's rotted out at the bottom. And 2, setting pipes in holes where there isn't an existing fence line to weld onto. That's where it's gonna take 2 steps. This will take a little longer. We're gonna drive along through here with a cement truck and pour and set at the same time. Lucky for us, there's a cement plant across the street. Got those guys sorted out. There's Cade, there's Jocelyn. Terrible news about Jocelyn, she left us. Not because of me, I know what you guys are thinking, it's not because of me. She actually got a good opportunity. She's joining
the mail lady.
Midwestern University. They're gonna teach her how to trim hooves?
No, maybe a vet tech.
Vet tech, I was close. Had to do with animals.
I dropped out of college and went to shoeing school.
She dropped out of college and went to tennis shoe school.
Great.
Did you work for Nike? All right, store looks good. Usually I'm the one in here decorating. Oh, let's fix that. That's perfect. All right, now we're in the shop. So the guy with no hair, he wants to work on the squeeze. There are some bushings down in here that he wants to change. He is going to pull these bushings apart and replace them. Do you have a bushing so I can show the audience what these bushing looks like? Let's go find one. Let's go find one. On our way over to the bushings, got the dash back in. He said it was all had to do with the fuse box underneath here. Still waiting on a seat. That seat was the old seat was covered in cat pee, so I'm excited to get the new seat in. There's Chava cleaning windows.
Oh yeah, very important.
Very important. And here's a bushing. So that forklift, or that squeeze, tilts forward just like a forklift. There's 2 bushings, and we need to change them probably once a year because it does a lot of tilting. So here's 1 bushing of 2. That's what he's working on. While those guys are still out in the pen working on pins. So I'm back and forth trying to help Cade when he needs help and check on those guys to make sure they are doing okay. While walking over to the shop, I noticed Arturo waving at me. there must be something with the bale wagon he wants to point out. Let's go see. Here it comes. He was just waving to say hi earlier. There's nothing wrong with the bale wagon. Right now they're just doing all the welding. They haven't got to setting them in cement yet. That's my new puppy named Fluffy. I'm gonna take him home to Henry. Fluffy, come. Hey. We're still training. You know, he's still new. F-22s out of Luke Air Force Base. This is America. All right, I'm at a fence line that needed quite a few pipes set on it. So the cement, the pipe is not set in the ground yet, but it is welded in place. It's here, it's ready to go. All we have to do is put cement in it. That one's ready, that one's ready, and that one's ready, and a fourth one. So this one fence line needed 4 whole posts. Got the, I told the water truck, stay close by. We've got a fire hazard. We'll have to come over here and douse some water on that. Next, I need to have them clean these out. I don't like dirty water. I don't think cows like dirty water. Walking through this feedlot's kind of like walking through history. Parts of this place is 1,000 years old. It's incredible. Well, okay, no. It was here when before my grandpa was born, so I guess 80 years old? I don't know. So, I guess I'll show you our welder setup right here. It's pretty fancy. We've got this front end loader with a Gannon bucket on it, with a ball hitch on it, right there. And we've got a custom built trailer. What's cool about it has a toolbox, a welder, also a generator, and our cutting torch tanks, which are mounted strategically right behind the welder, so we can still put all the junk we need in the back. This one side over here is pretty fancy. It's got a pipe vise, this cool flat area to do work on, eat sandwiches, whatever, and a vise that doesn't work. I should probably replace that. Pretty sweet system, right? It's a good system. It's a feedlot system. Awesome. Those guys have everything under control. Back to the shop, see what I can help Cade with. He said he needed some help. What he's working on is quite a job. A lot of weight, kind of dangerous. So I should be there to help. Sit, Fluffy. Lay. Stay. Good boy. I'm out here with Cade. Thought I'd show you. Here's a new bushing. Orange, pretty, shiny. There's an old bushing. Not even a year old. 2 things. 1, he's going to change the bushing. 2, he's going to drill out the hole in the stud so where he can add more grease to it than he currently can add. Right now there is a hole in the stud. It's very small and it doesn't get much grease through it, so he's going to drill it out, make a bigger hole in hopes of getting more grease to the bushing. Right?
Yes, sir.
Look at that guy. Guy's all work, no play. He's no fun. Awesome. Just dropped my dad and my cousin Brian off. Both of their pickups were in the shop. But before I took them to get their pickups, we had a meeting with a John Deere salesman. Now we don't know what to do. Either go with fence to pull our balers and our steamers, or go with John Deere. We don't know. The fence are a little more expensive, but that's because the John Deeres are used with only 250 hours on them. So they have real low hours, but that makes it able to lower the price. So now we have that to think about. It's kind of cool. I got to call Brian's farm videos, if you guys follow him or not, and he runs the Challenger, which is similar to the fence. So, uh-oh, I gotta take this phone call. So sorry, I had to take that phone call. You know, Cade that works on the farm, it's his brother Slade. Slade has a small KHUN merger. I'm gonna borrow that merger to see if I like putting 3 windrows together before we bale him. Right now with my wheel rakes, we're taking 1 Darf rake and putting 2 swath paths together. This time of year, the yields are a lot smaller, so I want to take a merger, throw 1 windrow over, and then rake behind it, bringing the 2 plus the 1, making 3. That means our balers aren't making as many trips, and it makes a better bale when the baler goes over a nice big windrow. By making a nice big windrow, the flakes inside the bale chamber are better, they're thicker, and they're more solid. It makes a better bale, it makes a more solid bale, and it makes a nice big flake. Nobody likes small flakes in a mushy bale. So Slade's actually taking some Sudan grass from us. I made a little deal with him, just lowered the price on the Sudan grass. He swathed it, he's gonna rake it and big bale it for his cows, and then we're gonna borrow that merger for just a couple days and see how we like it. The first field we're gonna use it on is my father-in-law's field. We're actually gonna add 4 swath paths together, so it'll be like 4 into 1. We're gonna see. Hopefully they're not too big. It's gonna be a test run. The second run will be on some of our stuff. We're just gonna throw 1 over and rake 3 together and not 4. Especially with these steamers coming, we want to be as efficient as possible. And if that means we cut down our passes and add more hay to one windrow, that's something we need to look at. There are big rakes big wheel rakes that add 3 rows into one. Those wheel rakes are over $60,000. These single row mergers are 30. So I understand the argument, but man, I can save a lot of money doing that. Also, we only need to add 3 together during the spring and the fall. The rest of the time, the rest of the year, that the big single is plenty big enough. So I'll only be using this for less than about a quarter of the year. So there's no reason to get a big wheel rake, spend $60,000 for a quarter of the year. I'm gonna go grab the tractor. I gotta take the border disc off it, and then I'm gonna head to pick up that KHUN merger. Road trip. Oh, that's the guy I'm going to see right now. There's an old cotton gin. I guess they do biodiesel now. So the irrigation video, everyone was asking about sumps for collecting water. This guy has a sump, but he has several fields in a row, probably close to 1,000 acres that all dump right here. So he's collecting water off of, I don't know, 500 to 1,000 acres. So it works for him and it pays, but smaller farms, it just does not. It's expensive to dig those holes and then run the pipe back up to the fields. We made it. Should have timed it. Whoa, that hole's a doozy. That has sucked. He's got some toys. Trucks, swather, pack tractor, choppers, another chopper, squeeze. There's the merger. Uh-oh, we're gonna need that forklift. After pulling the hitch off in the pump, these poor guys had to get dirty, and we finally got this on. Uh-oh. Is it the correct? ¿La mismo or no? All right, more work to be done. Oh, they gotta change the PTO shaft's not the same. Wish I'd have known all this before I drove out here, but I didn't bother asking. We don't ask the right questions. You find yourself in a bind. Good thing these guys were ready to work. Oh, PTO didn't need to change. You're gonna bolt it on, I guess. I really don't know why they pulled these out. All right, they're gonna get this finished up and teach me how to run it, and we'll be on the road. Hooked up. They got the power source running. I think they had to steal it from I don't know where they got power from, so it's gonna be a pain when I put my pump back together. Say goodbye to the choppers, the trucks. Don't say goodbye, we'll be back. All right, headed back to the farm. Should be there in 30 minutes. My employees are not gonna know what I'm pulling.
Everybody, thanks for watching this episode. If you liked what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family to subscribe. Thanks again.